What is a main idea? Today we're going to talk about main ideas and see how important they are when we look at our reading ideas in terms of texts as well as selections from other readings. In this case, we're going to talk about understanding paragraph structure and how that will enable you to be a better reader throughout your academic career. And as we can see from the screen, there are times when we will ask you to read a paragraph, then ask you this great question: what is the main idea of the paragraph? Many times this is simple, sometimes a little harder. In the next few slides, we'll talk about ways that you can identify these ideas. First thing you need to know is that for something to be called a paragraph, it needs to be about only one topic. I think many of you all have found out through your other classes, that, especially your English classes, that when we tend to stray from one topic per paragraph is when our writing becomes a little weaker. And so the same can be said about things that you read. The majority of paragraphs will have only one topic. So if you can identify that one topic, then you should be able to figure out exactly what the paragraph is going to be about and then put these together to get a better understanding of the reading. So the first thing you ask yourself is, in general, who or what is this paragraph about? If you were looking at a science text and it was about mitosis and you did not know the definition of mitosis, I would like to think that maybe you would expect the author to then define mitosis for you. So we look at this paragraph and it talks about pets, maybe, or other things. And if we'll just follow here, pets are often an important part of people's lives. Different types of animals can be pets, ranging from reptiles to horses. One of the most common pets is a dog. Dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. One way dogs serve humans is they are great just for companionship. Many an only child is bonded with his or her Fido, thus having a willing and loyal friend to play with on a daily basis. Additionally, dogs have served humans as work animals, corralling sheep, conquering rats, and guarding the homestead. Finally, dogs also assist people, for example, by leading the blind, alerting the deaf, and alerting epileptics of impending seizures. Now, as you can see, there's many different things to look at in this paragraph. I don't know about you, but the idea of a dog conquering a rat is a little extreme, but we'll move on from there. Now you've read the paragraph, we need to ask yourself the following question, and if you can answer it in one word, see if you can do it. What is this paragraph about? Now we can click back here very quickly and we can see one of the biggest problems that people run into or students run into is the idea that since the first sentence says pets are often an important part of people's lives, they tend to immediately think that the paragraph is going to be about pets. Okay? Your answer should have been dogs, though. All right, and we're going to explain that as we go on. Many of y'all would have been correct, but a few of you might have had some problems with that. So we're going to break the paragraph down sentence by sentence and understand why dogs is the main idea as opposed to pets or other animals. And here we see again, here pets are often an important part of people's lives. Just because this is the first sentence does not mean it is the main idea. The main idea can come in the beginning, the middle, or at the end of a paragraph. So we go from here where pets are often important parts of people's lives to looking at different types of animals to more of a focus on dogs. Okay, and as I just said, pets are an important part of people's lives. Ask yourself, is this what the whole paragraph is about? Is the author telling you simply about pets, or why the pets are indeed important? And the answer is no, because the rest of the paragraph isn't about pets. It kind of goes from a very broad to a much more specific style. So let's look at the next sentence. Different types of animals can be pets, ranging from reptiles to horses. I think some of y'all probably have friends who have, or you might even have snakes or sheep as a pet, or other strange animals. Okay, if the rest of the paragraph were to talk about reptiles or horses or different kinds of pets, this might be the main idea. But as you can tell, the whole paragraph is not going to tell us about pets ranging from reptiles to horses. Alright, so then we go to the next sentence. One of the most common pets is a dog. Probably many of y'all know people who have dogs. The cat people, I apologize, but today we will be talking about dogs. Is the whole paragraph about how common dogs are? No. But we're going to talk about next, dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. Does the paragraph tell us about the different purposes dogs serve for humankind? I think we can easily see that the answer is yes, because the next several sentences are going to tell us 3 different ways that dogs serve humankind. Right? And it's such a great thing we expanded that twice. One way they serve humans, so we have one way right there. That's a transition word, one way, so we know more is going to come. Serve humans is they are great just for companionship. I think a lot of y'all know people who have dogs who is probably their best friend, or if isn't their only friend in some situations. Many an only child is bonded with his or her Fido. I don't recommend you naming your dog Fido, but if we do say Fido, most people know that we're talking about dogs, thus having a willing and loyal friend to play with on a daily basis. Additionally, another transition word, meaning that we have more coming. Dogs have served humans as work animals, corralling sheep, conquering rats, and guarding the homestead. So here we have dogs. They are serving as work animals. They corral sheep. If you've ever seen a video of down in New Zealand, they actually have competitions of the dogs corralling sheep, conquering rats. My poodle just sleeps while the mice run around, and guarding the homestead. And finally, here's another transition word, and this is going to demonstrate this is the last point that's going to be made. Dogs also assist people, for example, by leading the blind, alerting the deaf, and alerting epileptics of impending seizures. So we have 3 different ways that dogs serve human there. So therefore, we can have you probably noticed that the rest of the paragraph gave us specific information about the variety of purposes dogs serve for humankind. These are called supporting details because of the support and the proof that they give to the main idea. And the main idea is that the dogs here serve a variety of purposes. Okay, now we're going to analyze, we're going to look at more detail about how the paragraph is organized. And you can see here we have the main idea, dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. And if I were to walk in here and say dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind, you would probably say yes, but you might want more information. The more information that we provide here comes from the supporting details. The main supporting detail, number 1, is one way dogs serve humans is they're great for companionship. The second way is, additionally, dogs have served humans as work animals and other stuff, and dogs also assist people. And then we're going to have some more supporting detail as to how they serve as work animals and how they assist people. All right? So then the main idea is, of course, dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind, companionship, work animals, and assisting people. And there it is for the 3rd time. So now we're going to look at the 3 points that we look at. These are called major supporting details because these are going to be elements that give support to the main idea, but indeed even in the way they're constructed they might need a little more clarity, so we'll get to some minor supporting details. So the main idea, of course, is dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. So we have our major supporting detail 1, 2, and 3. One way dogs serve humans is that they are great companions. Additionally, dogs have served humans and they also assist people. Okay? For companionship, they've been work animals and they assist people. Here's our 3 supporting details. Major. Next, we have to understand, is that all that's necessary for a good paragraph? Now, in an English class, if you wrote that, you would probably have a decent paragraph written, but your instructor would say, yes, but I want to know more information. Well, fortunately for us, the author has provided more information, and so to support the major supporting details, we're going to have something called minor supporting details. All right? And as you can see here, here's a paragraph. It is a decent paragraph. It is coherent and written well, construction-wise. There's no fragments or anything, but we look at it, we just see we want more meat on our bone. It's kind of short, and it needs more. Okay, so we're going to talk about adding minor supporting details. So here's our major supporting details: companionship, work animals, and assisting people. And now we're going to ask, wow, hey, dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. You say, ooh, what are these purposes? And then it's answered in the paragraph. They're great for companionship, and they serve as work animals, and they assist people. All right? Well, how do they do this is the next question that you might come up with, and these are what the minor supporting details then answer. First major supporting detail is they serve humans, they're great for companionship. Then we have a supporting detail saying an only child has bonded with his or her Fido and having a willing and loyal friend to play with on a daily basis. Second major supporting detail, additionally, dogs have served humans as work animals. Well, what kind of work animals? Our minor supporting details include corralling sheep, conquering rats, and guarding the homestead. For all of you pit bull fans, I have an attack poodle that guards our homestead very well. And finally, the third supporting detail, dogs also assist people, for example, by leading the blind, alerting the deaf, and most important, alerting epileptics of impending seizures. Now, when I was reading this paragraph, I was unaware that this happened, but I think it's pretty amazing that actually I did do some research and found out that dogs can sense when humans are about to have epileptic fits, and this allows the person about to have the seizure to prepare. It doesn't prevent the seizure, but it does let them get ready knowing what is coming. So here we look at the layout again. We have our dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind is the main idea. We have our major supporting details 1, 2, and 3, and there they are. And then we have minor supporting details, the only child, they corral sheep, they conquer rats, they lead the blind, alert the deaf, guard the homestead, and alert for seizures. So you can see the breakdown of the paragraph from main idea to major supporting detail 1, 2, and 3, and then to the several minor supporting details that make this a coherent and unified paragraph and assist your understanding of the work. Now, if we were to look at the lottery, this is the first paragraph from a short story, we can see the morning of June 27th was clear and sunny with the fresh warmth of a full summer day. The flowers were blossoming profusely and the grass was richly green. The people of the village began to gather in the square between the post office and the bank around 10 o'clock. In some towns, there were so many people that the lottery took 2 days and had to be started on June 2nd. But, capital B, in this village, where there were only about 300 people, the whole lottery took less than 2 hours, so it could begin at 10 o'clock in the morning and still be through in time to allow the villagers to get home for noon dinner. What I would like for you to do with this paragraph is for you to break it down, and what you'll do is find the main idea and the supporting details. You'll break it down just the way we did with the dog paragraph, and then there's a spot in the drop box where you will put your breakdown of the paragraph in terms of main idea, major supporting details 1, 2, and 3 as needed, and then minor supporting details. All right? And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, as usual, feel free to contact me at my email or by phone. All of this is available in the syllabus. Thank you very much.